Hello again, everybody. Mental Fox here. Welcome back to Starfield. We're here in the facility restricted wing, taking a look at our quest. It's called Operation Starseed. Ada Lovelace successfully decrypted the security override code. Now there is nothing left to do except go into the heart of the facility and determine the fate of Crucible and its clones. So we came in here to find that out, right? And we've picked up little clues here and there. But the biggest clues we found were on these... Gosh, you startled me, Andreja. On these three computers down here. Unfortunately, they're all, like, corrupted. Only some of the information was able to be restored because defragmentation was not complete. In the last episode, I was trying to read this stuff, and it really just annoyed me. I found it hard to read, obviously, because a lot of it is garbled, and it just kind of made me angry, and it made me angrier the more I read it and the more I saw that there was more stuff here, because this was a mystery that I wanted to solve or have solved or to understand, and instead they decided to hide it behind this really weak, I don't even know what to call it. It's just this weak attempt at making it more cryptic or something. I don't know. But anyway, well, if you watch the episode, you could probably tell how much it annoyed me by how I acted by the time I got to the last computer. So at the beginning of this episode, I thought, well, I'll come back over here and I'll spend a little bit of time reading these things off camera to see if I can glean anything from them. And at first, maybe I thought I did, but then the more I read it, the more angry I just got again. There's just something about this that just, I don't know, man. It just, it infuriates me why they've taken what I thought would be, or was, a really interesting experiment and then just, like, hidden the answers behind this crap. I'm getting all fired up again. It just makes me so mad trying to read this and make any sense out of it. So even reading it a second time, I really didn't get anything out of it, except for maybe over here where this guy's talking about when he switches samples, he switches H.H. Holmes with Wild Bill, and then talks about, you know, will he be a serial killer again? You know, are our futures written in double helixes, or is it just a... Somewhere he mentions nature versus nurture. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that's what he was trying to do with the H.H. Holmes versus Wild Bill thing, but okay. That, to me, was such a minor part of this. Instead, I wanted to know so much. I don't know. Even just talking about it just makes me angry all over again. So, if that crap made any sense to you, please feel free to describe it to me, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go online, but, it just makes me so mad. What was your reaction to it when you played the game? I'd like to know. Why did they hide the answers behind that crap?
What did you need?
Oh, it makes me so angry.
I am happy to help shoulder the load.
I'm going to give her some stuff because, you know, no surprise that I am over encumbered again. So I'm just going to give her all this crap that we don't need to carry, that we're just going to sell off anyway.
Is that it then?
That's it. Yes, that is it. My thoughts exactly, lady. Anyway, here's the facility data core where we're supposed to get the last piece of information. Yeah. Determine the fate of Crucible and its clones. So I guess this is where we're going to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to destroy facility, the facility? Are we going to disable the robots, or are we going to restart the test? I think that's what we're going to be presented with here. I could be wrong. Warning, warning, warning. Code and facility degradation reaching critical levels. 87 core routines fragmented. Emergency manual reboot required. Emergency info. Error code 01A. Yes, he already told me this. Code and facility degradation reaching critical levels. 87 core routines fragmented. Emergency manual reboot required. Chang note. If this error has been encountered, the whole facility is in danger of irreparable harm. We've programmed a reboot process with specific requirements. Please reboot immediately. Well, then I guess we're going to initiate a manual reboot. Okay, here's our choices. Reboot and restore current mission parameters. Reboot and choose a new super admin, or initiate full project cleanse. Okay, I don't feel like I have enough information to do this. I think this is the one that Franklin wants us to do, reboot, and we'll make him the super admin. This one would set things back, I think, back to where the believer, I can't think of her name, that she wants, so that they could continue to perform the tests and then initiate full project cleanse. I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, it doesn't feel like what Genghis Khan wanted, but he's dead now anyway, so the heck with him. I guess this is what we want. Reboot and choose a new super admin. Initiate full I don't know. Pick this one. Okay, here we go. So here's our choices. They must know that Genghis Khan is dead. Let's see here. This is the Hail Mary. If nothing else works, pass the torch to a new person in the databanks. They will have full control over all facility programs. This is an extreme response. Use only in critical circumstances. The continuation of the mission will be uncertain. Addendum Fallon. There are no scientists left after me, so if a simple reboot will not restore the mission, I have allowed test subjects to be valid target for this routine. If a clone is reading this, well done. Hopefully your struggles have prepared you for the next step. If you think the facility is draconian, wait until you see the settled systems. I hope it's you, Amonaranus. You are our best hope. Okay. Yeah, so are there other messages here if I choose these other ones? Reboot and restore current mission parameters. User documentation version 8.2 Chang. In the case of memory corruption and extensive hardware damage, this option will reboot the entire facility and then try to resume functionality. We spent a great deal of effort to make this as robust as possible, but there's no guarantee how effective the fixes will be or how stable the mission will be afterwards. Okay. And then initiate full project cleanse. In the event of hostile invasion by the United Colonies or other groups, initiate the full project cleanse. This protocol will turn all facility resources against the clones and systematically or systemically wipe all traces of the mission. Only use this in the event of our technology being in danger of capture. Fallon note, I tried to disable this option, but the code is way too tricky for me. Please do not use. To be clear, this will kill everyone, so please back up and choose another reboot option. Confirm full project cleanse. Interesting. Why would I want to do that? Why would my character want to wipe this whole thing out? I don't know. I mean, do I really want to put... So, I mean, if I do the first one, there's nobody here to maintain the facility anymore. So... Man. I don't know. Nothing else works. Pass the torch to a new person. Continuation of the mission will be uncertain. Yeah, and for whatever reason, he's hoping it's Amonaranus. That's because he wants the mission to continue. He and Amonaranus, I mean, Amonaranus is a believer. She believes in the mission. She wants the mission to continue. And I feel like the mission is already screwed up. We give it to Amonaranus. Man, I don't know. We did tell Franklin we were going to give it to him. So let's go ahead and do that. Facility reboot sequence completed. User Franklin Delano Roosevelt permissions changed to super admin. Current user access denied. Have a nice day. if we click on this again, it will say the same thing. Okay, well, we did it. I reached the heart of the facility and have rebooted the system. I should report back to the Crucible. That's what we're going to do. Anything you want to say, Andreja?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we are done.
We are done. Yes, we are done. Indeed, we are done-a-rooney. Okay. Well, let's get the heck out of here, I guess. Get the heck out of here. Yeah. Really feel like I am missing out on something very important here. I guess it just went over my dumb head. Well, let's walk on back to our ship. I guess it's over here. And, we'll fly on back to Crucible. So I think somebody in the comments mentioned about how I was talking about, you know, how great it would be if I could, just walk to the other side of the planet, which I know is dumb, but, you know, how much of the planet can I walk on? You know, can I like land here and walk all the way across here? Well, if I read the comment correctly, I believe somebody said that, if I were to walk to the edge of this map, I would come across an invisible wall, which is, I guess, kind of disappointing. I mean, on one hand, you're like, why would you want to do that? I don't know. I just would like the option to do it. I would like my games to be realistic and not have invisible walls. But if I remember correctly, I think when we were on Jemison and we went for a walk away from the city, did I come across an invisible wall? I don't remember whether I did or not. Actually, I think I might have done that off camera when I was just playing around. But yeah, I think that did happen. But I mean, I could, I guess, conceivably get in my ship, take off, and, you know, land right here, right next to the facility, and then explore that square, and then do the same here, and the same here, and the same here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter because our ship is right here, and we're going to get on it. We're going to fly back over to Crucible. I mean, honestly, did I make the right choice? Does it really matter? Does it matter at all? I mean, we're keeping Genghis Khan from, you know, being released upon the settled system. So I guess mission accomplished.
Or are there other matters that require your attention?
I guess maybe as far as like, a lot of times when I play a game like this, I'll pick whichever option I feel like will present the most story possibilities for us. Great, where did she go? And maybe setting Genghis Khan free would have given us more story possibilities in the future. You know, like maybe we would have run into him somewhere out there. Hello, I'd like to trade gear.
I am always willing to carry an extra.
I wanted to get the stuff back from her so I could just put it in storage. For me to sell one day.
So, yes.
I don't like the way she talks to me sometimes. She's like, so that's all you wanted to say? Oh, decorate. Yeah, we saw that. Transfer from my inventory to the razor leaf. We'll dump all this crap off. And which of these am I not using anymore? Oh, we have a frenzy modified refined lawgiver and a titanium specialized advanced lawgiver. And this is what I have equipped. So if we compare these two, this one actually does more damage, has a higher fire rate. Yeah, I think I want to switch to... I wanted to switch to it, not put it away. Switch back here, go here, and go to... 251. This is the one that I think I want to use. Okay, we'll stick with that. All right, let's go ahead and sit in the pilot seat. We'll take off. We'll go back to Crucible. mean, Amoneranis, she already made the deal with Franklin, so she's not going to be mad at us, right? I mean, she already knew what we were going to do. Wow, okay. I feel like the loading times are much longer ever since the patch was applied. Matter of fact, I'm sure they're longer. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Open the map, and we're going to go back to Crucible. Now, I mean, a lot of good stuff was added as a result of the patch. We know that. But there's a big difference in the loading screens, I feel like. All right, let's head back over here. Bunch of people walking around. Franklin standing there waiting on us.
More fighting. Again.
More fighting again.
We still haven't recovered from the last civil war.
No.
Hopefully all this death will be worth it in the end. We still haven't recovered from the last civil war.
Hopefully all this death will be worth it in the end.
Hopefully.
Fighting. Again.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully all this death will be worth it in the end.
We still haven't recovered from the last civil war.
Okay. Oh, leave the bodies here. Come on, Uranus.
I will hold Roosevelt to his word. We will do things his way for 20 years. I wish I had the gift of words that Roosevelt has. If only you could understand the mission and what it could mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, lady.
We'll meet again.
I didn't understand it. Franklin?
What was long sought after is upon us. Change. Not all on Crucible will approve of what you have done, but doing what is right is seldom easy or free of difficulty. You have given us all a chance for self-determination. Maybe in time we will be worthy of going to the stars.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Now you have a chance to really be human. Your plan was the least objectionable. I hope your gratitude is worth a lot. That's why I helped you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, our character is always out for credits, but I don't know if he did all of this for credits. But if he didn't, then why did he do it? I mean, now you have a chance to really be human. I mean, I guess. We reboot the mission and put him in charge, so I guess that means he can tell the robots to hit the road, I guess. I don't know. Was his plan the least objectionable? I don't know if it was or not.
I do have other business.
Yeah, you can wait, buddy. And then I hope your gratitude is worth a lot. That's why I helped you. I don't really like any of these. But yeah, let's see if we can get some coin out of this.
You will be well compensated, have no doubt. You have my enduring thanks. And anytime you need safe harbor, know that Crucible is here for you.
6,000 credits, that's not too shabby. It's not too shabby at all. Alright, well, we completed that quest. I reached the heart of the facility and have rebooted the system. I should report back to Crucible. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. I feel like no questions were answered. But, like I said, if you understand what happened here, by all means, let me know.
Please, outsider, don't leave me here.
Amelia.
You've taken the Crucible by storm, haven't you? Now that Roosevelt's the admin, I'm in the clear to hightail it out of here. What do you say? Will you take me with you?
Boy, I think we're going to make some of the remaining renegades very angry if we take her with us. What do you think of how things turned out here?
I told you when we met that I'm steadfastly apolitical. I intend to stay that way, if you don't mind.
You could still tell me what you think. Let's see here. You'll help around the ship, right?
I'll do my best. Like I told you before, I woke up with all kinds of knowledge about how to fly a starship. I'll make a great co-pilot. Don't you worry.
I mean, do I really need somebody who's good at piloting? I mean, I'm the pilot. You know, maybe some other time.
Search yourself. I'll be waiting here.
So I just said maybe some other time just to see what she'd say. Let's see if Franklin has anything new to say to us. Hey, Frankie.
I have such plans for Crucible. It will be a wonder one day.
What do you think about how things turned out?
I am reminded of a proverb about being careful what you wish for. Now that we are able to start living on our own terms, I feel as though the real work is only beginning. This opportunity is a precious gift, though, and don't think I don't appreciate it.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Nice talking with you.
What's going on over here? Let's get a gossip going on.
You're the most exciting thing that's happened, well, ever.
You can hear the howls at night. The defenses have to hold.
You know, we keep hearing about that, too, about these defenses that have to hold against these howls. I don't think we ever learned what the howls were, did we? And did we ever find Franklin's computer? I don't think we ever did we? We found Genghis Khan's and we found Amonarainus's, but I never did find his computer. I think it would be on this desk, but it is not. That don't look good. Franklin, have somebody water that plant, will you? Let's see here. Amonarainus is in here? What do you have to say?
I would kill for a new slate of anything at all.
We'd kill?
Roosevelt says we have to learn farming? I guess that's good.
I mean, what if that was part of the mission, dude? Would it be okay then? Where is Amonarainus? I wanted to check in with her. Oh, she probably went back to where Ada was. See if there's anything new on her computer, just out of curiosity. Nope, nothing new here. She's probably up here. I wanted to talk to Ada anyway to see what she had to say after all of this. Hello.
I wish I was able to convince you of our cause. Instead, Roosevelt wins. Perhaps in time, we can convince Franklin.
I mean, maybe. Tell me what you really think about how things turned out.
So the pragmatists win. But I am at peace with the deal that has been made. In fact, the mission may be better for Franklin and I working together on the test.
That's a good way of looking at it.
As you wish, outsider.
What do you want to say to me, robot?
This unit is busy.
Oh, sorry. Ada, what do you think about what happened?
Your visitation is a prayer answered.
Okay.
Farewell, outsider.
Farewell. Well, that ought to do it for old Crucible, it looks like. We'll walk into the Renegade's place and just see if they have anything to say. If there's any Renegades left. Are there any Renegades left? Maybe there's not. Maybe they're all gone. Boy, I could just like take this whole place over. Make it my place. Start my own society. Yeah, I guess all the Renegades are gone. Huh. Nothing new here. Okay. I mean, nobody's going to see me do this.
I suppose that is ours now.
Yeah, it is. You got a problem with that, lady? Huh? All right. Let us leave this place. So, we got another quest when we showed up here. Not a quest, but an activity where we are supposed to deliver 150 copper to Tobias. Now, this is one of those things... Gosh, these bodies here. Just a reminder. Do not be a renegade. You will end up dead. They're just hanging out.
Roosevelt is the only one that really cares about us as people.
Yeah.
One of the predators nailed Wyatt. Fool should have stayed inside the walls.
Uh-huh. So where am I going to get 150 copper? What's up, Tobias?
Advisory. New admin is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Please contact him for advanced inquiries. Non-resident detected. Valid exception acknowledged.
Okay. Let's go back to our ship. And I think I looked to see how many resources were there. We could go back to the lodge and see how much copper we have stored there. And if we don't have enough copper... I mean, do I want to play the game where we fly from planet to planet, hoping we find one with copper on it, and then landing on that planet and building an outpost, and then... Ugh, sounds exhausting. And part of the reason it sounds exhausting is because, you know, you need resources to build those outposts, right? Well, all my resources are in a box in the lodge. So what I'd be doing, I feel like, is like I would go to the planet, I would land, I would find a place I want to build an outpost. It would tell me, oh, you don't have enough of this resource. So then I'd get back in my ship and I'd fly back to the lodge and I'd get those resources. And then I'd fly back to the planet and build that thing, and then I'd want to build the next thing, and then I wouldn't have those resources, and then over and over and over again. And if that's not the case, tell me I'm wrong, but I think that's the case.
Strides retract.
That just doesn't sound like fun to me. But now that I can modify my ship, maybe...
Orbital pattern locked in.
I can put storage on enough storage on my ship so that I keep my resources on my ship. And I think I would rather do that anyway, because I think I can build like research stations and pharmaceutical labs and all that stuff that use resources right here on my ship. I kind of like that idea. I don't know if I could get away with it though. Those resources are heavy. So what we're going to do now, we're not going to fly directly back to Jemison in the lodge because I'm pretty sure I have some contraband on my ship. So we're going to play this game where I look at the star map and I try to remember where I can go to sell this stuff off. And good freaking luck, I say to myself every freaking time. I know of two places where we could sell things off. One of them is the Den, which is... I mean, this is ridiculous. How am I supposed to know where this is? One of them is the Den, and the other one is the Red Mile. And the Red Mile... Is it in Parima? Gosh, look at this. I don't remember. I obviously don't remember. Oh, this makes me so annoyed. This is to me, this is the worst part of the game to me. Wolf, there we go. I can go back to Wolf. Just having to try to remember this. Pretty much impossible. I guess I'm jumping. don't think that's an unfair criticism. I think that's a valid criticism. I was reading somewhere, maybe on Reddit probably, people talking about the changes that were made and how you can now modify your ship. And somebody was talking about how cool it would be if, like, maybe in your captain's quarters you could put, like, some kind of computer that keeps track of where you've been, like maybe with a star chart on it. And you could sit down at the computer and maybe type in the den, you know, and see where it is.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Thanks. Let's go ahead and board and sell off this stuff.
Say the word,
which,
and we shall be on our way.
now that I say that, is that stuff on my person or did I store it? I don't remember storing it. I think it's on my person. There we go. Some harvested organs. I think we found those in the facility. Hey, buddy.
May I be of service? How may the Trade Authority assist you? I hope we have what you need.
Yeah, I hope you got coin, because that's what I need. I don't want to buy stuff. I want to sell. Miscellaneous. Harvested organs. Thank you. Thank you. And then I want to sell from Razor Leaf. I want to sell off these weapons that I'll never use. Keep my cutter. Okay, he is almost out of coin. That's okay. We could buy some ammo from him. You know, I use the 777 stuff. Gets you back up to 2387. It's not much, really. This thing apparently I stole. So I'm going to sell him this. I could go back to trying to sell from the Razorback. This. Nope, can't afford that. That. And this. Now, I'm going to go to my inventory. I'm going to look at the weapons that I like to use or that I'm currently using. This guy uses 50 caliber ammo. They all use different ammo. 50 caliber ammo. Let me write this down, since I don't know how to remember it any other way. 50 caliber. And then I also want to buy 15 by 25 CLL shell. Yeah. I don't know why I have this in my inventory. I'm not going to use this. Maybe I should sell this as well. Okay, so we're going to go back and talk to this guy.
If there's anything I can do for you, please say the word. You won't find a better offer on the station.
Well, you're the only one here, so I guess that's true. Let's see here. 50 caliber. Buy all of that. That's not much. And 15 by 25 CLL. Buy all of that. I'm going to sell this. I have no use for this. I'll never use it. Wow, 9,074. This thing's worth a lot. Holy moly. Yeah, he has nothing I'm interested in other than ammo. I mean, I guess I could just buy a bunch of ammo. I already bought all of this off of him. No, that's sell. Okay, sell, buy. There we go. Ammo. Shotgun shells I think I use occasionally. I don't ever use particle fuses. This stuff I could see maybe using at some point, maybe. Sure, let's buy this. There we go. Now I have enough to sell him this. Okay, and then razor leaf. We'll sell this thing and this thing. Okay. All right, that's pretty good, really. It's not too bad. I think we came out ahead in that deal. Okay. So we were talking about my ship. And I believe
everyone to take care of any leeches.
Yeah.
What can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
Somebody in the comments told me that now I can put like some kind of just empty space on my ship that I can configure any way I want. So I'll go in the ship builder. And I mean, I've got like, here's an armory, which I think is that upstairs part. I think it's above the slim docker. Here's an all-in-one berth. Here is a companionway. I got 2 companionways. I could extend the ship out even further if I wanted to. Do I want to do that? Might be fun. I don't know. Let's do an attach. Have a landing bay, cargo, dockers, engines, fuel tanks, grav drives, habs, reactors, structural. And that's it. So those are my choices. I don't know which of these are new. You know? Whoa, look at this thing. It's huge. Yeah, I mean, as far as something that's just like completely empty, I don't know if that's a storeroom or what. Really don't know. 2 variants of this thing. Oh, storeroom and a companionway. Yeah. Fuel tanks, engines, dockers. Not sure what a docker is. Cargo, bays, structural. I guess this is just stuff to make your ship look a certain way. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what these hulls are. I don't know if you could walk through them. Structural components are largely cosmetic and allow you to modify your ship's shape, size, personality, and silhouette. So, what do I want to do here? Cancel out of that. I've got a companionway 1x1 and a companionway 1x1 here. Part of me wonders if I want to put a 2x1 here instead. Move this out of the way and I move this out of the way. Instead, I go here and I go to connect. Instead, I put a 2x1 berth. And look how many different choices there are of these. All these lines here. I got this one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's an empty control station. Okay, so we got an empty infirmary, empty control station, empty captain's quarters, empty computer core, empty armory. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then these, I guess, are the same thing except they're not empty. Okay. So what do I want? Do I want a workshop to put stuff in? Maybe? They all cost the same. Let's slap a workshop down on there and see how that goes. Like I remember how it looked before. So I'm going to do that. We're going to take this guy and go plop. And we're going to take this guy and go delete. Delete. And we're going to do flight check. All systems normal. Then we're going to exit. Accept. Okay. Thanks, dude. Just backs away. It's that garlic I had for lunch. So here's our ship now. Is this... Where's the empty thing that we just put on our ship? This should be it, shouldn't it? It doesn't look very empty to me. This is... This is our cockpit, obviously. Okay, it's back here. This is it. Here we go. I mean, this is kind of empty. Got a bathroom in it. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little little disappointed. This is not really what I had in mind. So this is a workshop? Doesn't look very empty. Kind of a mess. I mean, I guess I could take all this crap and pick it up and sell it and clean it up a little bit. Huh, okay. So, mental image of this place, right? This is the supposed empty workshop. Let's go back and change it to something else and see how different it looks, because that place was a friggin' mess.
Where we left it?
Yeah, where are you going?
Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it.
Okay, shipbuilder. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to edit it. Oh, I could change variants. Oh, from right here, look at this. So right now, you could see workshop empty, right? So now I'm gonna change it to science lab empty. See what that looks like. Don't know if that cost us any money or not. Okay. This is actually a good place to do this because it's such a short walk to that guy. Does this look any different to you? You know what? I bet you what I'm changing is actually on the second floor. Is that what I'm doing? I think that might be what I'm doing. This is it. Okay, this is our big open empty space. I see. Huh. This is a part of the ship that I never visit. But I will say that I am somewhat intrigued by this because it is kind of empty slate, isn't it? Let's see here. If I go in here, decorate. Okay, so this is where I would go and I could start decorating stuff. Okay, so yeah, I was in the wrong place all along. I don't love this. It's kind of dark in here. But I'm just glad I figured it out. I also don't like that it's upstairs because I feel like I rarely go upstairs on my ship. So I'm wondering if I want to put that downstairs instead, but if I do that,
okay, no problem.
If I do that, then I'm worried that my peeps will hang out upstairs, and I don't really want them to hang out upstairs because they're hard enough to find as it is. Shipbuilder. So this here is the all-in-one berth tube. I believe this is where we just were, where we saw what's her face? Andreja. She was hanging out in the all-in-one berth with a 5 hull and 2 passenger slots. I could change this. See, I could change it to an armory, workshop, an empty workshop, science lab. I'm looking over here, up here. Living quarters. Infirmary, control station empty, captain's quarters. So what do I want this room to be? No, I mean, here's my choices. Computer core, captain's quarters, armory, all-in-one berth. That's what I did have. Empty workshop, empty science lab. Empty living quarters, empty infirmary. Suddenly I feel like these are all empty. Guess not. Here's our living quarters. I'm trying to think, like, realistically, this is where we enter the ship, right? I didn't want that. I just wanted to, so let's back out of this. So here's where we empty the ship. We come up here, and so the first thing when you empty the ship, I don't think you want to see living quarters, right? You don't want to walk through the living quarters. Apparently I switched this to science lab. Control station. Kind of like the idea of control station. That sounds cool. And then as far as what I put upstairs, right now I've got an empty science lab. And I can instead change that to empty living quarters, empty infirmary, empty control station. That sounds kind of cool. I feel like there's like, and this is actually cool, 50 gazillion different things you could do here. Whoa, put your dukes up. Why did I do that? Okay, so I've just entered the ship. Well, from there. Okay, here. Okay, so this leads to the dock. So if we were the landing pad, so if we were on a planet, the landing bay, we would enter the ship right here. And I guess this is kind of cool, except now there's no bathroom. And that kind of bothers me, because where does everybody go to the bathroom? Oh, here. Okay, there's one bathroom. So does that mean I had two bathrooms before? Actually, I guess I've got two of these things here, don't I? I guess I could modify this one too, but right now we've got whatever this is next to this place, which is kind of cool. And then upstairs, we've got, this is an armory, and then back here we've got this empty, this place seems smaller. I think this is an empty science lab. There's not really that much of a difference between these, is there? Okay. This is actually kind of cool. And I'm realizing now I actually have 4 of these 2x1 compartments on this ship that I can change. I can change this one. Change this one, which is the armory, which I never use, but I could. Change this one, which I think is a control station now. And I could change this one, which I'm not sure what it is. Huh, I'm kind of intrigued here.
Yes.
Kind of intrigued by all this. You know what? I think I'm going to play with this a little bit offline, off camera, and see if I can come up with something that I like. Something that I definitely want is I want an empty place so that I could put my own stuff on here, right? My own, you know, my own research lab, my own whatever all those consoles are. Like that'll go in a room like this. I don't know if I want an armory. I might get rid of the armory. I don't feel like I ever use this room. So I might get rid of the armory. And I think it might be cool if, like, up here in the back, this is where I put the living quarters. Wouldn't this be a neat place for living quarters? I think that might be kind of cool. Get rid of the livery. The problem is though, I have to be careful. Because, like, this room has a ladder in it. And if I make this, like, my room for putting consoles and stuff, I'm going to have less space because of the ladder. And the same thing down here. Yeah. I'm going to play around with this. And next time when we come back, you'll see what I decided on. And we'll also decide what our next mission is. I think our next mission is to see if we can't get enough copper for Tobias. Because I want to get that off of my activities while I understand what it is. Because I don't want to go play in the game and then later being like, deliver 150 copper to Tobias? Who's Tobias? Why am I doing that? You know, I'd rather go ahead and do it while I know what it is. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Like I said, if you understand the Crucible thing, let me know. I might, if I have time, if I think about it, I might go online and look at it and see what I missed, because I definitely missed something. And I really wanted to understand it. I wanted to understand what they were doing there. and what choice I made. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me on this episode. I sure hope you join me again in the next one.